Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Tony Roney, and you're tuned into the Winner Circle podcast show. Check us out.
All right. What's up? I'm your man, better known as OC the Great, and right here to my right side,
Big Famous.
and on my left,
Easy E-Man Davis.
that's
How y'all
right,
doing?
that's right. Hey, today we got a special guest in the house, better known as Mr.
Tony Roney,
What's up, Tony?
what up, dude?
Welcome to the Winner Circle podcast.
Hey, glad to be here. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, Tony, we was checking out a couple things about you, you know what I'm saying? And we know that you've been doing this comic game for a little minute now.
Yeah.
So, can you elaborate a little bit about it?
I came in the game at 19. I'm 53 years old, so about
Okay.
34 years since 88.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm a local legend.
Yes, you are.
Big fish in a small pond, and
Well, maybe we could talk about some of the people that came, through your, because we know that you have a comedy club at the same time inside of
starters.
that's right, inside of Starters. How
Tony
did that,
Roney's Comic Vibe.
how did that actually come about?
Okay. When I first started doing comedy, you had to go to the white comedy clubs, Mark Riley's Comedy Castle, and this was back in '88. Mike Bonner had the only comedy night, so
Okay.
it was a void for black comedy nights. you
Okay.
know? So I created my own comedy night and pretty much been doing it ever since.
And what about the I remember it was some that used to be downtown. It was a comedy show or something. It was downtown.
B's Comedy Kitchen.
That's it. B's Comedy Kitchen. I remember that back in the day.
Yeah.
Because I remember, rest in peace, downtown Tony Brown.
Yeah, the great downtown Tony Brown.
Yeah.
Passed
yeah,
away last year.
Yeah. And he was so funny, just like you are. You are hilarious. I had a chance to see you again perform. I believe that was on Thursday night. This past Thursday night. It was a pleasure to actually see you and had everybody in the place just falling out,
Yeah, we had a fun.
cracking up all on the floor, all over the table,
Yeah.
everything. It was, man, I was really happy to actually be there to see you do your thing. I know me and you, we go back.
Yeah,
for a
back
while.
when you was a producer in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Take it back.
I had to wait hours to get a intro. That's how I met OC.
Yeah.
And I used matter of fact, I used your intro for my shows back in the day. It was one of the best. It made me professional, kind of took my game to the next level. So
Thank you.
yeah, so you've been in the ship for a while too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Producing beats, making money in your white socks. That's all I remember. I was like, man, this guy making a lot of money down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you come a long way too.
Yes, I have.
So we heard you've been on Comic View, Comedy Central.
Um,
Tell us how did that come about? Because that's big. That's major.
So I've been on BT's Comic View like 3 times. I've been on some local shows like NBC. I won comedy competitions. So I mean the list goes on and on. So, but BT that's pretty much what I want to do now is take my comedy show and pretty much put it where Def Comedy Jam left off. I think Tony Roney's Comic Vibe can fill that void. There's so many comedians, so many superstar comedians that the world would never know.
Right.
I might be one of them, that the world should know more of.
Right.
So I put together a group called the Crack Jokers, and we crack jokes, so that's why we call it the Crack Jokers. And we sell comedy tickets like crack. Yeah, so yeah, that's what we do. And I put together that group like a year ago, and we're gonna be down it's a new comedy club, the House of Comedy. We're gonna be there October 2nd, next Sunday, and so we're gonna get down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So I know you're a comedian.
Yeah.
you said you started at 13.
No, 19.
Oh, my bad, 19.
Right out of high school.
So who or what made you want to do comedy?
Man, y'all got the best question. So I had a car at 16. You know, did y'all have a car at 16?
Yeah, I
Not
did.
that young,
Okay.
not me.
Okay.
I had a car.
Okay,
at
bet.
16.
So when you have a car at 16, you really become an adult. So my auntie was like, "Hey, you got a car? Can you take my girlfriend's daughter to a concert?" And the concert happened to be Eddie Murphy's Raw tour. And so I was so lucky. So I was like, "Yes, I'll take it." Nice looking girl. We went to the concert. She had the worst seats. The worst. You couldn't even see Eddie Murphy.
Oh,
But
man.
Paul Mooney opened up for him. And Paul Mooney was so funny, man. I was crying. You ever laugh so hard, your heart hurt, your side hurt?
Side hurt.
You had to
Side
close
hurt.
your ear because you couldn't, you about to die. And I said, this guy got so much control over me and making me laugh. I said, I want that power. Now, Eddie Murphy put all the people in the seats. Paul Mooney almost killed me. And I said, he had a microphone and 20,000 people showed up, Joe Louis Arena. I said, I want that guy's job. Plus, I was a big Eddie Murphy fan.
Man.
Yeah, so that's what really did it for me.
Okay.
And then my grandmother had all the comedy albums, so I grew up listening to them. So it's kind of was in my blood. Now, my father said he was funny, and his dad was funny, and then we decided to get paid for it. My younger brother is a comedian, Howie Bell.
Mhm.
So it's like a family business now.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Now, what's you grew up in the Metro Detroit area, right?
Yeah. So I grew up in Southwest Detroit. I went to school in Southwest Detroit. I grew up on the east side and the west side. So my mom's was poor, so we moved a lot. Yeah, we moved. I went to 5 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, and 1 high school, Southwestern.
You know, you're funny for that.
Yeah.
I had to catch myself, you know, because you can't just laugh at nothing like that. Talking about something. My mother was poor.
So
Yeah.
we moved.
Every year, man.
Shout out to that mama, man.
My mother just moved back with me, man. I don't know about back, but she just moved in with me. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to move out. I'm ready to go to Hollywood next week. Kind of be bi-coastal.
Why you moving out? Because your mama moved in.
It's getting too crowded in my condo, man. So,
It's only you and your mama.
you know what? I got
Got 2 dogs and a cat.
I got a basement, so I thought she was gonna move in the basement.
Yeah.
And my basement is finished.
Yeah.
And she stays in the front room with her blow up bed. And I'm like, it's just gotta be a little humiliating to stay with your son. So I'm like, maybe I'll give her some space.
Why
Go
you
out
just
there.
didn't say, Mom, why don't you just take one of these rooms back?
No,
here?"
it's just 1 bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she can't get my bedroom because I smoke weed in my bedroom.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't want the whole condo to be smelling like weed.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, so I don't want her to feel bad. And then our company, they come. Well, my mother's sanctified, so
I remember.
I'm relegated to just one company.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can't have like multiple company like I'm some kind of player. So
Oh,
yeah, so at this particular time, I don't have anybody, so I'm kind of cool. But
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So I want to give my mother some space so she can feel good about herself because you can't feel good,
I don't know.
Trying to be a good Christian and your son smoking an ounce of weed every day.
Well, what's wrong with
Give her
that?
a little break.
What's wrong with that? I mean,
Little
it's
herbs.
Well, no, but she's been really cool about it.
well, now it's illegal. It's not illegal. It's illegal.
Yeah, I know, but
You want to smoke?
but look,
He skipped that. You want to smoke?
I always want to smoke.
Oh,
Man.
okay.
I love smoking.
So you say you're going to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Now, there's always been a stigma about stand-up comedians, how they could transition into, I'm pretty sure you want to get into the movies and everything like that.
Yeah.
So that's the purpose of going to Hollywood. I know you want to take it bigger and better, so
All right.
How do you want to go about that?
Now, that's a great question. Most comedians go in like, put me in a movie, put me in the game, coach. My thing is, I want the deal to produce movies.
Okay.
So I want to create 365 movies a year.
Okay.
Yeah. So right.
You
So
never getting a break.
That's a hustle.
yeah,
You ain't getting no break.
Yeah.
You
So
ain't gonna get none.
I mean, it's a lot of stories that
Get
need
some
to be
sleep.
told.
You ain't get no sleep.
So I'm here to tell their story.
Yeah. I got you on that. That's true. It's a lot of stories out here.
Yeah. So I start with my story, and then after I tell my story, you know, like Russell Simmons did Crush Groove, I'll tell my story.
Can I tell one of your stories?
Yeah.
real quick?
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
It was back in the day.
Hold on. No, you can't tell a story. I want to hear him tell a story.
He can't tell. You don't know what I'm finna say. He gonna remember. He's gonna remember. And then he's gonna remember. Then he might elaborate. Then he might come in on it. Cause it was him. It was one of his embarrassing moments.
Oh man.
Don't you want to tell your own embarrassing moment? You don't
Yeah. Let me hear it up, and I'll break it down.
See,
Okay, it was at the Latin Quarters.
Okay.
Tony was on stage, right? This when weed was illegal. He came on stage. He was going through his pocket. He had a joke. He made a mistake and dropped about an ounce of weed on the stage. It was looking crazy. Like, I don't even know how they got there. You remember that?
I think I do. Yeah.
He dropped about an ounce on the stage.
Yeah, I picked it up and kept going.
Yeah, he picked it up and kept going.
Yeah,
but that's
man.
when weed was illegal.
Yeah. It's so funny because I would carry weed on me all the time.
All the
now that weed is legal, I never carry weed on me.
Ain't that something?
I mean, go figure.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of good times.
Yeah.
Together. I remember we used to be downtown, and you'd be selling your tickets. No, you used to give your tickets away. Matter of fact, I remember those days.
Yeah.
You used to get your tickets away and tell people, come on out to the show. And I'd be standing beside you with CDs and tapes.
Yeah, I remember that. That's so funny. You know what?
In Hart Plaza.
When I get ready to when I get ready to shoot my movie, I'm gonna have to put that in the
Oh, yeah, that'd be
that
sweet.
movie scene.
Yeah, I sign off on that. Yeah. No problem with that.
I sure will.
Yeah.
So when you on stage, what does your comedy consist of? Like, what do you speak about? What's your topic?
I'm talking about my experiences. I'm talking about my point of view on the way I see life. So right now, my mother moved in with me, so I'm talking about that.
Okay.
You know, I'm talking about during election season. I'm talking about Tony Roney for president. You know, relationships. I'm talking about anything that happens, topical issues. I address it.
Well, let's do this then. Let's take a break. And let's take a little sneak peek at forgive me.
No, everybody does it.
Tony Roney, live on stage. Let's take a sneak peek at one of the little clips real quick. And then we'll be right back with y'all. Peace.
Don't kick your kids out. Keep them motherfuckers with you. Right when they start working, you want to kick them out? Bullshit. You need that money so you can go to a hotel. The fuck you kicking your kids out? Man, I got 4 kids. They can't go nowhere. I kill them first. They try to leave me. Now, if they want to buy a bigger house, fuck it. We can move. We got to work together. Somebody got to have the credit. Somebody got to have the money coming in. Somebody got to be at the crib cooking some good-ass food for everybody. Damn, man, they fucked us up. Got everybody living all apart, and everybody struggling to pay rent and bills, and nobody can loan you $20. You be like, I got to get another family. You motherfuckers ain't shit.
We'll be back. I'm your man, OC the Great. Appreciate y'all staying right here with us. Right here on the side is my man, E-Man Davis, and on my other side, I have my man, Big Famous. If you wasn't right here with us, just to let y'all know who we got in the house, we got my man, better known as the great Tony Roney.
All right.
What's up?
What up, though?
So, Tony, man, the clip was hilarious.
Man.
Now, you got something else going on here. Like to let them know what you got going on.
Yeah, every Friday and Saturday, I'm at Tony Roney's Comic Vibe. We're located inside Starters on Plymouth, 8 o'clock show. Tickets $20. And then you can catch me once a month at the House of Comedy downtown, next to the Fox Theater. Usually we do it every on Sunday. So October 2nd is going to be our first date, and we'll be back November 13th.
November 13th.
Yep.
Okay.
And then December 2nd. December the 3rd. So come check us out. Go to my
December 3rd.
website, Tony Roney's Comic Vibe, and you can check out all my dates.
Got an Instagram or
Yeah, TRCV Comedy Club, Tony Roney's Comic Vibe Comedy Club.
what about Facebook? Anything there?
Tony Roney's Comic Vibe as well.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, fellas, y'all got any more questions to ask Tony Roney?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that man name make me hungry.
Raviolis and shit.
I like that one.
Don't start with him because you do not want him to go in on you because you will not win.
No. You know what? I'm gonna tell you. If somebody's funny, I kind of appreciate that. You know, I can appreciate somebody funny. Now, the thing about it is, I'm only funny or committed to being funny on stage. So if I'm happen to be funny off stage, it's cool. But I can appreciate somebody else being funnier than me. I don't have to go head to head.
You don't do that with me.
No.
I want
You
to
go in on me every time we on the phone.
No, you're an easy target.
Saying stuff to my, who is that old woman back down here? Like, what woman? What are you talking about?
But I want to
Just be going in, just constantly.
You're hilarious.
Oh, that'd be you. That'd be you. I got no control.
Now, you've been in the comedy game since '88.
Yep.
Approximately 34 years.
Yep.
Is there have you wrote any like jokes for any, like you write jokes for any other comics?
So it's a lot of comedians that might say, "Hey, I like that." I might give it to them. Somebody might say a joke. I say, "Hey, try this. Try it that way." So yeah, I do that I've been doing that forever. So I'll still do it. If somebody want to do if somebody want to be a comedian, I'm probably the best person they can meet.
A lot of people came up under him. Can you share some of the people that?
Spanking Hayes from Wild 'N Out.
Okay, I know.
My younger brother Howie Bell, he's been on HBO, Comic View. Tony Roberts, one of the bigger names from Detroit. Coco, Foolish. Everybody pretty much, Josh Adams, everybody's pretty much, other than Mike Bonner, Downtown Tony Brown, and Tommy Chung, came before me, and everybody after that pretty much had to come through my comedy shows.
Did you feel you had to give away one of your good jokes and you ain't want to?
No, I never give away the good stuff, but people will steal your good stuff. Yeah, and that could be tough. But what I realize is, like, I have a signature joke called the Weed Lady, so nobody can steal that. You know, if something happens in your life, they can't steal it. You know,
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they would have to have a relationship with the Weed Lady and go through the stuff I had to go through.
Yeah, that joke is so funny. I laugh every time I heard it.
Yeah, so that's the best comedy. Doing your life and nobody can steal your life.
Anything in comedy that you would not say, what topic you would not touch because it's so tender and you know how feelings are amongst your audience?
After Chris Rock got smacked, I don't talk about nobody's woman, girlfriend. So that's a wrap. But
Oh, you went in on that lady at the club.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, my
but
God.
they had a great sense of humor, so
yeah,
kind
they
of had a
did.
ball.
Oh, we had it. Oh man,
Yeah,
Whew, that was fun.
So you have to learn. The best way with comedy is, if you're gonna talk about somebody, they gotta feel good what you're talking about them.
But she brought that on herself, though.
And she was a Latino.
Yeah, she was a Latino.
But you know what they say, humor is healing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had a very great time there. I'm just so thinking about that. I still ain't got it out of my system. Especially when you was talking about you said the one about you said, and he called me, the little boy, he came up to me, he said, my mama said you my daddy.
Oh, yeah, the wee lady's son, the first time I met him, he said, are you my daddy? And it's the first time I met this kid. And the wee lady, she said weed. And I went over there and I met her son, and he asked me was I his new daddy. And I said, yeah, I didn't want to make the kid feel bad. Wanted to kind of empower him, you know. And then he offered to take me out to lunch, his treat. And he said, and what tripped me out is I'm thinking we're going to McDonald's. He took me to Red Lobster. He told me he got a hot 100. You know what a hot 100 is? Brand new $100 bill. And we went out, got some food, and came back to the crib, and he told me, before we went in the house, don't mention the hot 100. And apparently his mother was going off at the time, saying, who the hell took my baby money? You bitches gonna learn today. And apparently he stole his money and took me out, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I kind of share that with the audience. And, so.
It's funny, he just talking it through right now, but I heard it. I heard the effect that it has when he actually said and talk about it and do it. I heard it twice. Yeah. And it has the same momentum every time. Like, boom! Like, damn, that shit funny as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic.
That can actually be a movie.
But you know what? It's funny you say that because it's got to be a movie. Yeah, the wee lady got to be a movie. She was an extraordinary person, man. You know how a person have get this call. You know, every once a year, a person get this call. Hello, you bullshitting. You bullshitting. I'm on my motherfucking way. And that's a real serious call.
I don't get no call like that.
Exactly. Most people don't. But if you do, you might get it 2-3 times a year. Oh. It's a panic situation. If you like OC, you don't get the calls. She would get that call 2-3 times a week. And
from the baby daddy?
No, she was just a gangster.
Oh.
And she would get that call, man, and
that's her saying you bullshit, I'm on my way.
No, that would be somebody calling her about an emergency situation.
Oh, okay.
And life or death situation.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. And so she was the first gangster I ever dated. You ever dated a gangster, fellas?
Yeah.
You dated a gangster? And she had money, so that was very. I'm pretty strong and mighty, so
my gangster,
I kind of embraced it.
My gangster, she ain't had no money.
Oh, you went with a gangster then?
Yeah, well.
She was a gangster, but no money?
She cut your toes off.
Oh.
She was a gangster.
You was with a thug.
Yeah.
Yeah, most gangsters usually make money.
Did you ever?
Go ahead.
Do you ever think about doing like sketch comedy?
I used to.
That's a different type of.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of sketch comedy, but when I did my sketch comedy and I put together a group of comedians, what I learned is if you don't have the money to pay the comedians, it's a lot of chiefs because everybody got an opinion now. And with a lot of chiefs, you can't get nothing done. So without a budget, I don't work with groups of comedians. Yeah, so sketches, and I probably can do my own sketches, but if I'm going to put that much energy in a sketch, I might as well do a movie.
Would you do a
like
Detroit
no
comedian all-star Detroit comedy little jam?
Yeah, I do them all. Well, I used to do them all the time. The Detroit Comedy Legends at the Masonic Temple. I used to produce a lot of shows with local talent. Now I kind of just got my own crew that I only concentrate on, which is the Crack Jokers.
Okay. You know what? I think that'll be a out cold show.
Yeah.
You, Shiny D.
Yeah.
Coco. Mike Larry.
Yeah.
Just one more. I want to say Frank is kind of funny too, with his thing with the he bring out the Latinos and the Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, he bring all them out. That's like a whole nother diverse type of thing.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a great show to put together.
Man, the problem with Detroit, I hate to say it, Detroit don't really support local talent like they should.
Well, you know what? That's the same thing we went through with the music game back in the day.
Yeah, I think that it's sad, but regardless of what kind of shows you put together locally, if you don't have a built-in fan base, like you're doing it for a church and the church coming out, you're doing it for a fraternity or the sorority, they coming out.
Yeah.
Man, Detroit just don't come out for locals.
Yeah.
So,
it's been like that.
Yeah, but there's so many great shows that we can do with local comedians. It's unreal.
I think we can have a meeting. I think what can help break that barrier, we talk about it because I don't want to give it away over there.
Yeah, don't give it away.
We can talk about it after we come off the air, and I think it'll work.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that after we come off the air.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So we're going to go to a break, and we'll be right back with you.
on the raviolis.
Oh, yeah. So Tony Roney raviolis.
I'm sorry, bro. That name make me hungry.
I'm going to do, when I get my money, I'm going to do a line of dishes with Roney. Yeah. Macaronis. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I like that. Thanks for the inspiration.
Oh, yeah. Anytime.
Don't tell it over the air.
All right.
Too late.
All right, we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back. Stay right here with us. Yeah. Boom. We out.
Niggas go to jail, they be crying. Wonder how they gonna come home. Nigga, I speak. Yeah, I speak.
What buck?
I do what I gotta do to take care of my child. Motherfucker, get the fuck on up out of here.
Talk for your ho-ho.
I want a PlayStation 5.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You doing all that pillow talking, nigga, shut the fuck up. You ain't never had the offer, nigga, shut the fuck up. Want it harder, want it softer, nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Ain't been trying to watch the mob, gotta walk different. Ain't been caught up on the lingo, gotta talk different. I'm riding around with a shooter and a Smith & Wesson. Don't hit my line, I ain't answering no trick questions.
All right, we back. I'm your man, OC the Great. Let's do it. Here we go with your man, better known as the Mr. Great Tony Roney, right here in the studio, right here with us.
Welcome.
On the Winner Circle podcast show.
Yeah.
Any last words you would like to say before we close out the show, Tony?
Yeah, just to break down who I am, I'm like what Berry Gordy was for music, what he was for musicians and singers. I'm here for comedy. I'm here for filmmakers and comedians. I'm here to merge those together like he did, singers and musicians. So my whole thing is to produce 365 movies a year when it's all said and done, and 365 comedy specials. Whether I can get on a network like HBO or Netflix, or I got to create my own streaming service. But you guys got it first, so a year from now, let's come back and see where I'm at in the process.
I'll get you in 6 months.
6 months?
6 months.
Okay, let's come back in 6 months. So in 2 weeks, I go to LA, and hopefully I'll have a check. In 6 months, I'll be a millionaire, and I'll show you how to get money.
Hey.
Yeah, that'll work.
No problem with that.
Yeah.
But
Money's get money.
Yeah.
Also, by you coming on the Winner Circle podcast show, sometimes we would probably like to use your services, how you come out, you know what I'm saying, and boom, bless the set,
whenever.
We always putting on little events. I don't say little events. We always putting on events, period. Yeah. So we like, what we try to do, if we, it's a wash hand type of situation. We wash on, you wash ours, you know what I'm saying? And boom, we do it like that.
Yeah, quick pro quo, scratch my back, I scratch it.
Right.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, you heard it right here on the Winner Circle podcast. Your man, OC the Great. Also, my man, boom.
E-Man Davis.
That's right, and
Big famous.
that's right. And we also had our man right here, better known as the Great
Tony Roney.
We out of here.
All we do is